Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is October the 23rd, 2019. Gonna look at the sixth race from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. So let's get to the featured sixth race from Keeneland, which is a Lounge race. Purse $80,000, races for 3-year-olds and upwards. Never won full race in main claim starter or restricted race, which never won state bred, which never won a race of the main claim starter, blah, 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 blah. We have a field of 12 horses, 12 very good horses going to the turf course. The distance of ground, of 1,100 meters, or the distance of ground of 5.5 furlongs on the Keeneland lawn of the turf course. 5.5 furlongs, turf course. The top selection here, and I think your surefire single of the meet, I want to say, is the one-horse Bulletin. I'm going to go 17311 in the superfecta, 17311 super. My top selection, and tell you the truth, the single in the multis, and like I said, first Shire, my best bet so far in the meeting at Keeneland would be the one-horse Bulletin. 3-year-old colt by City Zip, blinkers on for the first time, top lecture trains. Tyler Gaffney Owen gets on for the first time. The horse's most recent outing throw-out. They tried the horse under at a park, 6 furlongs in the gallop, and he finished 5th by 15.5 lengths, and he just wasn't having any bit of the dirt that day. Never broke well, never got into it, and it just wasn't the day to win. It was an experiment gone bad. Before that, they experimented also on the turf this time, which is the surface he likes, and the better talk now at Saratoga. Mile routing on the inner turf course there. First off the break, first time rounding, he finished 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths. He ran okay early on, but then he just didn't get the mile trip. I think the mile just was a little too long for him. He's the kind of horse, maybe 7 furlongs next year at Belmont on the turf course would suit him, or even at Woodbine, just not at the mile trip around 2-turn Saratoga, just a little bit too demanding for him. And then before that, he ran the William Walker at Churchill opening night back in April. 5 furlongs on the lawn. He finished 4th by 1.25 lengths there. He set the pace, but then he hit the wall completely. The closures just got to him at a ferry over about 10 cents to the dollar. And then he ran the Palisades Turf Sprint opening day of the Keeneland spring meeting here. He won by 1.5 lengths. From my poster, he just took clear and won very nicely. And then he won the Bridge Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint very nicely also last year. He has ability. He just hasn't shown it in his last 3, but he's stepping down in loads of class. He's going to have the speed from the rail. I think he's just going to go away with it 3-1. Like I said, he's my best bet in the meet so far. His only problem, well, you get 3-1 at post. Hell no, he's going to get bet down to the ground. And I mean, bet down to the ground wouldn't surprise me if it goes up 60 cents to the dollar, but that's for another day. So to recap my selection for the 6 from Keeneland, going to go with the one-horse Bulletin. We'll go 17311 in the superfecta. So go back to all, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5. Good luck, everybody.